You know, after 43 years on this bench, I've heard cases that make your blood run cold, the cruelty people inflict on the innocent, the petty grudges that escalate into something unforgivable. But on that blistering July afternoon in Phoenix, a 52-year-old neighbor sat before me accused of poisoning the family dog of the people next door, a sweet 7-year-old golden retriever named Max, over a years-long fence dispute. The dog had died in agony after eating rat poison scattered along the shared fence line. The owner, a single mother with 2 young children who had relied on Max for comfort after losing her husband, was suing for veterinary bills, emotional distress, and punitive damages. What she didn't expect, what none of us expected, was that the neighbor's own security camera footage, subpoenaed by her attorney, would show him deliberately tossing the poison packets over the fence while muttering, "That mutt won't bark at me anymore." When the video played in open court, the man's smug denial collapsed, his face turned ashen, and my verdict wasn't just financial, it was furious, immediate jail time for animal cruelty, and the courtroom erupted in tears as justice finally barked back. This wasn't a simple property line spat, this was a deliberate act of cruelty against a family pet, a dog who had never bitten anyone, who greeted the mailman every day, who slept at the foot of a grieving widow's bed, all because the neighbor couldn't stand the sound of barking during his afternoon naps. The confrontation wasn't dramatic theater, it was raw, unrelenting evidence that left no room for excuses, and when the cuffs clicked on him right there in the courtroom, the whole room felt the weight of what real accountability looks like. Before I take you through every furious, tear-filled second of that day, hit that subscribe button right now. Seriously, click it, because stories like this remind us that some lines should never be crossed, and when they are, justice doesn't whisper. Drop a comment telling me, could you stay calm if someone poisoned your family dog over a fence? You're going to feel every moment of this one. I've been a Superior Court judge in Maricopa County, Arizona since 1982. That's 43 years of balancing scales that sometimes feel impossibly tipped by human pettiness. Every morning I arrive at 6:45, make my coffee, black, no frills, the way my grandfather drank it after long days in the fields, and sit quietly reminding myself that behind every civil suit is real pain, real loss. My clerk, Rosa, who's been with me for 25 years, can tell from my face when animal cruelty cases are on the docket. They always hit harder. That July morning, she handed me the file and said quietly, "Judge, neighbor poisoned the dog, video evidence, kids are plaintiffs too, mom's asking for everything, vet bills, emotional distress, punitive, defendants claiming it was accidental bait for rodents, but the video, it's bad." The file was heartbreaking. Plaintiffs, Elena Morales, 38, widow, mother of 2, 10-year-old Mateo and 8-year-old Isabella. Defendant, Gerald Jerry Harlan, 52, retired mechanic. Claim, intentional infliction of emotional distress, trespass to chattels, dog as property, negligence per se, violation of Arizona animal cruelty statute, and punitive damages. Elena alleged Jerry had repeatedly complained about Max barking at the fence, threatened to shut him up, and then, on June 12th, spread commercial rat poison, brodifacoum, along the shared fence line. Max ate it that evening, vomited blood overnight, died at the emergency vet at 4 a.m. Autopsy confirmed anticoagulant poisoning. Vet bills, $700. Emotional distress claim, severe trauma to the children who found Max dying. The courtroom was tense. Elena's children sat beside her, Mateo holding a photo of Max, Isabella clutching a stuffed golden retriever toy. Jerry sat alone, no family, no friends, with his attorney looking like he knew this was a losing battle. At 1:55 p.m., Rosa called it Morales versus Harlan, Case 25 CV 7842, civil action for damages. Elena entered first, jeans, t-shirt with a faded dog paw print, eyes swollen but voice steady. Jerry came in next, polo shirt, khakis, arms crossed, defiant. I started with the facts. Ms. Morales, you're seeking compensatory and punitive damages for the death of your dog, Max. Summarize the incident. Elena's voice trembled but held. Your Honor, Max was our family after my husband died in a car accident 3 years ago. He was gentle, never aggressive. Jerry complained about barking for 2 years, said it disturbed his naps. We put up a higher fence, trained Max to stay quiet during siesta hours. Then June 12th, Max got sick after being in the backyard. He bled from his mouth, nose. Vet said rat poison, second-generation anticoagulant. It took 18 hours for him to die. My kids held him. They still have nightmares. Jerry's attorney objected. Your Honor, this is a civil matter. No criminal intent proven. I overruled. Intent goes to punitive damages. Continue. Elena opened her binder. I have Jerry's texts to the HOA. That dog barks one more time, I'll handle it myself. And security footage from my Ring camera. It shows him tossing packets over the fence at 3:17 p.m. on June 12th. You can hear him say, "Shut up for good now, mutt." The courtroom froze. I ordered the video played. Screen lit up. Jerry in his backyard looking over the fence, opening a box of rat poison, scattering blue pellets along the line, muttering exactly those words. Max's tail wagging in the background, trusting, innocent. Jerry's face went white. His attorney whispered urgently. Jerry stared at the screen like he couldn't believe it was him. I turned to him. Mr. Harlan, is that you in the video? He swallowed hard. Yes, but I was baiting rats. Gophers were digging under the fence. I didn't mean for the dog to eat it. Elena spoke up. The pellets were scattered on our side. You threw them over. You knew Max was in the yard every afternoon. You did this on purpose. I displayed the poison packaging, warning label. Keep away from pets and children. Toxic to dogs. And the vet report, massive ingestion. Pellets found in stomach contents. I leaned forward. Mr. Harlan, you're a mechanic. You understand cause and effect. You threw poison into a yard with a known dog. You documented your anger in texts and HOA complaints. Now the dog is dead. Your children are traumatized. Do you still claim accident? Jerry's voice broke. I was frustrated. The barking, I didn't think he'd eat it all. I'm sorry. Elena's daughter, Isabella, stood, small, shaking. Max was my best friend. He slept with me when I was scared. You killed him. Why? The courtroom was silent, except for Isabella's soft crying. Jerry looked at her, then at Elena, then at his hands. Tears started falling. I let the silence stretch. Then I ruled, voice low, furious, controlled. The court finds defendant liable for intentional infliction of emotional distress, trespass to chattels, and negligence per se under Arizona's animal cruelty statute. Compensatory damages, $8,700, veterinary bills, $15,000 emotional distress for plaintiffs, including minor children, $10,000 loss of companionship. Total compensatory, $33,700. Punitive damages, $150,000. Your conduct was willful, malicious, and showed reckless disregard for life. Total judgment, $183,700, payable within 90 days or face asset seizure and wage garnishment. I continued. Further, I find probable cause for criminal animal cruelty under ARS paragraph 13-2910, intentional poisoning resulting in death. I am referring this matter to the Maricopa County Attorney for immediate prosecution. Bailiff, take Mr. Harlan into custody pending arraignment. He will not leave this courtroom a free man today. The bailiff stepped forward. Jerry stood, legs shaking, as cuffs clicked behind his back. He looked at Elena and the kids. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Please. Elena didn't answer. She held her children close. The courtroom was crying, open, unashamed tears. Mateo whispered, Max would have forgiven you. I don't know if we can. I banged the gavel. Once, sharp. Court stands in recess. Defendant remanded. Elena, take your kids home. Hug them. Remember Max with love, not hate. Justice isn't perfect, but today it barked loud. As Jerry was led out, the gallery stood, not in anger, but in quiet respect for Elena and her children. Rosa handed tissues around. Even the court reporter was wiping her eyes. 5 months later, Elena wrote me, Jerry took a plea, 2 years probation, 500 hours animal shelter service, full restitution paid. He's not allowed near our street. The kids started a memorial garden for Max. They're healing. Thank you for making him face what he did. For once, someone fought for our boy when he couldn't fight for himself. Stories like this carve deep. A fence dispute can end in poison, in death, in shattered childhoods. But when justice sees the video, hears the children, it doesn't hesitate, it roars. If this made your blood boil and your eyes burn, if you believe poisoning a family pet should mean jail, hit that like button, subscribe for more courtroom moments where cruelty gets called out, and share this with every dog lover you know. Comment below, what would you have done if your neighbor poisoned your dog? Thank you for listening. God bless the pets who love us unconditionally. And to the families who lose them to cruelty, you are seen, you are heard, and justice, when it finally arrives, is fierce. check the next video. Another animal cruelty case with an even more shocking verdict is coming. Take care of your animals. They give everything: loyalty, love, life, and deserve protection in return.